Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Metaphysical. In the first two episodes of this four-part series, we covered some of the craziest Mandela effects we came across, including some that we've experienced ourselves. Then in part three, we talked about what the Mandela effect really is, where it could have come from, and the implications for humanity. But today, in part four, we'll get into the juiciest part of this discussion. Have you heard of Project Looking Glass? This rumored government project involved looking into the multiverse via technology in the human body. There have been so many reports by so many names on such a phenomena, so we decided to go deep into this. Your mind is going to be blown when you hear what remote viewer John Vivanco's data had to say about the Mandela effect and my investigative research. So join me and John Vivanco for a show that's out of this world.
And if you are listening to the Metaphysical Podcast or watching us on a video platform, please leave us a 5-star review and make sure you like and subscribe wherever you are.
Oh, yeah. John, how you doing?
Good.
This is going to be the craziest episode, bro.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be the craziest.
It's
All right.
yeah,
All right.
we've gone into a bunch of stuff here, but I think the compelling thing about Project Looking Glass is we have at least three credible sources that have confirmed Project Looking Glass exists, and most of what we're going to go over actually has to do with time. And the reason why this sort of involves the Mandela effect or is related in some way is because the Mandela effect seems to be some sort of strange interference to the timeline that has caused changes in our reality. And Project Looking Glass, of course, has many synchronicities with that or parallels to that we'll be going into here. And John, would you feel comfortable kind of telling the audience what your take is on what Project Looking Glass as a project is?
Well, okay. So interestingly, you've got the chronovisor and you've got the looking glass, right? So the chronovisor was supposedly the Vatican created thing by a friar in the 1950s, where it's like some old analog machine that you can catch snapshots of the past and the future.
Or in their case of Jesus, which they reportedly did.
Oh, what's that?
Or in their case of Jesus, snapshots of Jesus, which they reportedly did, right?
Well, interestingly enough, so I knew a guy, this person from the past that was involved in intelligence matters that said that it did exist. The chronovisor, at least that. I assume that's what the person was talking about. Could have been talking about Looking Glass as well. But Looking Glass would be somewhat similar to that, except more robust in that there are these ideas as well that you could use it as a transference device, like transferring realities, transferring to other locations. So it had these like deeper aspects to it, at least in the lore, where it could be a time machine, straight up time machine, or looking at potential scenarios in the future. Because see, here's the thing. We go back to the double slit experiment. They're probabilities. They're not solid things. And so Looking Glass makes more sense to me in general from the perspective of how quantum reality seems to work, because